Okay, so welcome back. We're going to start our stats unit here, and we're going to talk about measures of central tendency, which is fancy math words for the middle. Why do people want to know what the middle of a set of data is, do you think? Like, give me an example of where an average might be used. Okay, average fuel mileage, that would be a good one, right? Maybe sometimes they talk about like average income or average sales or like lots of different things, right? Average mark, like teachers would use average marks, right? So we want to know sort of what we can expect. That's really what it is. It's what can we expect, right? So the mean is the most common measure. It's usually called the average. The technical term for it is the mean. How do you calculate it? You add up all the values in the data set together and divide this sum by the number of values in the set. So if there's 3 numbers, you add them up, divide by 3. It's not hard. You guys did this in grade 9, right? Okay, so here's an example. Raina's soccer team scored the following number of goals in the last 10 games. 7 goals, 2 goals, 4 goals, 7 goals, 0 goals, 1 goal, 3 goals, so on, right? So step 1, add them all up. So just literally add them up, right? 7 and 2 is 9. 13, 20, 21, 24, 26, 32, 33, I think, right? Did I do that right?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Mrs. Kozlowski, help me out.
33.
Thank you. And then I do what? Divide by 10. So the average or the mean is 3.3 goals per game. Okay, make sure you show this work because you'll get a mark for that on an exam. Here's the other problem that people do. I'm going to do sort of a separate example on the side here. Let's just say I've got 2 plus 3 plus 1. Right? Sometimes people do this on their calculator. They go 2 plus 3 plus 1 and then divide by 3. What happens when you do that on a calculator? 2 plus 3 plus 1 and then divide by 3. I get 5.33. Is 5.33 the middle of 2 plus 3 plus 1? No. You have to go equals. If you're going to go all in one step, Josh, you go 2 plus 3 plus 1 equals, get your 6, and then divide by 3. Okay? You got to go equals when you're adding.
Oh, I'm at equals.
Okay? You got to go equals. And then divide. Divide by 3. 3.3 goals per game. Right? 33. So in here it would be 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Divide by 3. Why divide by 3? Because there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, divide by, I guess here, divide by 10, answer 3.3. I did all in one step. Okay, you guys can do that. We're all good? It's all review. It should be review. If it's not, that's fine. In one game, a football team has offensive drives of 45, 43, 24, 21, and 44 yards. The coach wants the team to achieve a mean of 35 yards per drive for the game. What must the length of the next offensive drive be if the team wants to meet this goal? So this time they're not asking for the average. They're telling you what the average is. What's the average? 35. But there's one more drive that you don't know what it is. What does that have to be 35? Does that make sense? Right? They gave you these drives, 45, 43, 24, 21, and 44. The coach wants the team to achieve a mean of 35 per drive. What must the length of the next offensive drive be? So how many drives are there? Robert, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the unknown one. Right? Plus the unknown one. So in other words, we've got 45 plus 43 plus 24 plus 21 plus 44 plus one more mystery drive, which we will label X. And when you add that all up and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the average is 35. So here's sort of an algebra question. I know, I hate the algebra questions. Okay, so should we add those numbers up first? Would that be a good idea? It's probably not a terrible idea. Let's start by adding those up. 45 plus 43 plus 24 plus 21 plus 44. I get 177. 177 divided by 6. Oh, 177 plus x. Sorry, divided by 6 equals 35. Okay, so this is like back to about, I don't know, grade 9 or 10 algebra, right? How do I solve that? I got to get the x all by itself, right? I got to get rid of the 6, and I got to get rid of the 177. But which one of them do I do first? You always do the reverse order of operations. Okay? So I got to get, this is like, the 177 plus 6 is in a bracket. I got to get rid of that 6 first. I got to get the 6 up here. So this is a divide by 6. How do you get rid of divide by 6? You multiply by 6. And if you multiply by 6 on the left, you have to multiply by 6 on the right. You guys remember doing that? Right? To get rid of divide by 6, Robert, we're going to multiply by 6. But you got to do it to both sides to be fair. So now I'm going to be left with 177 plus x. Over here on the right, I got 35 times 6. 210. Okay, show your work. Okay, now I can get rid of the 177. How do you get rid of, this is really x plus 177, right? 177 plus x, or x plus 177. How do you get rid of plus 177? Minus. Subtract from both sides. Those cancel. You're left with x. 210 minus 177. 33. 33 yards. The unknown drive, the next drive in the offensive series has to be 33 yards for them to get an average of 35. Okay? So you're not finding the average, you're using the average to find out what you need to do to achieve that. In 1 week, the mean number of people, the mean number of passengers through a transit turnstile per day is 1,209. You guys know what a turnstile is? Yeah, and it kind of like basically it's a counter, right? It just counts you. The table below shows the number of people who pass through the turnstile each day, the number of transit passengers per day, right? Sunday is unknown. How many people pass through the turnstile on Sunday? We know the average, don't we? 1290. This is exactly the same question, right? We know the average. The mean number of passengers through the transit turnstile is 1290. We know every day except Sunday. Okay, so what do? Same thing as before. Right? Got to make my page longer. So we're going to add up all those numbers, right? 1475 plus 1321 plus 1089 plus 1142 plus 1421 plus 1654. Oh, plus one more day. Plus Sunday, which is x. How many days are there? Well, there should be 7, right? Let's count, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gives us the average. And that average was, what was it? 12 something?
1290.
1290? Okay. So same thing, add them all up. 1475 plus 1321 plus 1089 plus 1142 plus 1421 plus 1650. 54. No, I have to start over again. Did anyone finish it?
I got 8102. Did anybody else get something different?
8102?
Yeah.
That's what I got too. Okay. So 8102 plus x all over 7 is equal to the average of 1290. So same steps as before. We got to get rid of that divide by 7. How do we get rid of divide by 7? We're going to multiply. Right? Times by 7. Those ones cancel. I'm left with 8102 plus x. 1297. 9030. And then we're going to do what? Sorry. Do it always. I'm going to subtract 8102 from both sides. I'm left with x on this side. Those sides cancel. $928. Does something about that number 928? Does that sound like it could be right? Are you saying that the number's lower? Is that what you're recognizing? Like all of these numbers are above 1,000, right? They're all 4-digit numbers. 1475, 1321. The smallest one is this day here, 1,089. This number is clearly less. Right? Does it seem logical? Yeah. Yeah. It's Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Generally, less people, certainly going into a downtown area. I was in downtown Winnipeg Saturday, hardly anybody downtown.
Yeah. More people at home.
Yeah. Less traffic on a Sunday. Certainly, when we were young, there was much less traffic on a Sunday, wasn't there?
Oh, yes, absolutely. But the stores weren't open.
No, nothing was open Sunday, right?
Nothing was open. You stayed home.
When I grew up, stores were closed on Mondays in Ipawa, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they gave the workers the Sunday, Monday weekend. Yeah,
I bet they'd appreciate that.
the workers did. It was
Right?
No,
They
yeah.
had a
Full weekend, yeah.
like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So that's mean. Little joke there. That was mean, Robert. I mean,
He's not
you know what
lying.
time? You know what time the dad went to the dentist for the sore tooth? 2:30. The median is the middle value in the data set. It is most easily found when the numbers are listed in ascending or descending order. So when you put them in order, the median is simply the middle one. So we put these guys in order, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, and so on. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? So that means 11, there's going to be 5, and 5 makes 10. So this is going to be the sixth one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth one, the one in the middle. But you've got to put them in order. You can't just what do we do here? Are these in order? You can't just pick the middle one. You've got to put them in order. Okay? So what's the smallest one here? 3. It probably helps to cross them off. 3, 11. I'm trusting you here. 29, 31, 51, 65, 79. Right? Where's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 8. How do we find the middle one if there's 8? Well, what you do is you pick the 2 in the middle and find the average. If there's an even number, you pick the 2 in the middle and find the average. So 29, 31, that's step 2, find the 2 middle ones. 29 and 31, and then you take the mean. So we're going to go 29 plus 31 divided by 2. I can do this one in my head. The answer's 30.